This is the amazing, the awesome, the cool, the excellent, the fabulous, the fantastic, the terrific, the astute, the educated Keith Boykin. Keith Boykin, I believe he's a producer. He has a TikTok page. I see him a lot on CNN. And last night, Mr. Boykin handed the lying, low-down, manipulative, criminally charged, grifting MAGA nut Byron Donalds his ass.
Of the American people. Donald Trump has a history of saying inflammatory things. It's not just those 5 seconds, Congressman, and you know that. He has a history that goes back from the time when he first ran for office, and he's talked about telling people in his rallies to knock the crap out of him. He had a history, even when I was working here at CNN, he was telling people how CNN is the enemy of the people. And you know what? A guy named Caesar Sayak sent pipe bombs to this building, or not to the other building that CNN used to be in, and tried to kill people. Donald Trump says things that get people hurt. When he talked about liberating Michigan, what happened? Gretchen Whitmer, the governor of Michigan, they tried to kidnap her. There's a plot to try to kidnap her. Every time he says something that's just 5 seconds, inflammatory statements like that, what happened when we have January 6th? It's because Donald Trump opened his big mouth and wouldn't shut up. And I wish at some point, Congressman, you would at least have the courage to stand up to your dear leader and tell him what he's doing wrong.
Are we going to talk
apologize for him.
Don't just apologize for him. Are we going to talk about the rhetoric directed at Donald Trump? Because we do realize that he's been trying to kill.
Are you going to continue to try not to answer the question? So you're not going to answer what I just said?
So you're not going to talk about the rhetoric that's yielded towards Donald Trump? Donald Trump gets what he gives. People responding to Donald Trump or talking about Donald Trump negatively is because of the negativity that he puts out. The Republicans, the MAGA nuts, think that Donald Trump is free. Them and Donald Trump are free to go around this country to denigrate and disrespect and talk down to everybody else about people of color, about black people, about members of the LGBTQIA plus community, about Kamala Harris, about Tim Walz, about Joe Biden. They can say the most heinous shit about Democrats and liberals, and they think that they are not to get that type of energy in return. And when they get that energy in return, when Donald Trump is held accountable for it in negative ways, it's the Democrats' fault. It's the rhetoric that the Democrats put out. Byron Donalds, Donald Trump, Fox News, all of the Republicans, all of the MAGA nuts can kiss my booty. The energy you put out, be expecting to get that same energy in return. Just like crazed MAGA nuts rise up to hurt other people and because they're beholden to Donald Trump, there are crazy people on the other side that will do the same. This is why y'all should zip it. You first. You want to calm the rhetoric? You first. But Keith didn't stop there. There's more.
So according to those gentlemen there, saying that Trump is a threat to democracy is violent rhetoric, but Trump saying, let's just have one really violent day. That is not violent rhetoric?
No, he didn't say one violent day. That's not even what he said. Well, let's be honest about what he actually said.
Can we
play it again.
Trump
again? Play it again, because he didn't even say that. But go ahead.
Can we play it again?
I want to hear it.
All these stores go out of business, right? They don't pay rent. The city doesn't have it's a chain of events. It's so bad. One rough hour, and I mean real rough, the word will get out and it will end immediately. End immediately.
How is that not violent rhetoric?
We have to acknowledge the reality going on in every city in America.
Not answering the
Crime
question.
is
Not answering the question.
That is answering the question.
How
Because
is
the reality in America, hold on, Keith, the reality in America is that crime is massively up.
Crime is not massively
Yes,
up.
it
That's
is.
a lie.
You can bang the table all you want, but
You're
that's not
lying,
true,
Congressman.
Keith.
You're lying.
We already know that there are
the
cities
FBI
that-
just released data this week that crime is going down.
We already know that.
Oh my God! Why do you, Abby? Why do you let this man lie on your national
I'm not
television
lying.
like
I'm telling you the
this?
exact
This is not
truth.
right.
You may not
You're a
want.
liar,
You may not.
Congressman.
No, I am
You're a
not.
liar.
Because you're lying to the American people
If
now.
you would let
And
me
so I want to be
talk,
respectful of what you're trying to say.
Hang on a second.
What you're trying to say.
Hang on a second.
Go
If
ahead.
you would just let me
Go ahead.
talk, I will explain exactly what you want me to explain. We have the data. The FBI literally put out data today showing that crime is down this year for the first 6 months of the year. But look at the trend line, okay? The crime is down in all these different categories. And then there is a trend line that shows that crime is going down.
I loved it. Keith said, "You're a liar, Congressman," and then said to Abby Phillips, representative of CNN, "Why do you let this man on your show to lie?" And then Abby came with the facts. Now, I did see another clip where they went into a graph, and in that graph, there was a downturn in crime, and then there was an uptick in crime. And so he's talking about this uptick in this crime that happened back in 2021 or 2022, right? But he don't want to talk about that downward tick that's happened in 2023 and in 2024 that shows that crime is down. And that uptick in crime took place during COVID. Yeah, when people were trying to survive, like literally trying to survive, that's what he's talking about. Byron Donalds is a lying, low-down, manipulative, criminally charged, grifting MAGA nut, and Keith Boykin put him in his place. I loved it. Did you?